Hey, I'm Mechanical Engineer, and this is a UFO. I've recently come up with a plan that I think would be a great way to build hype for this channel and maybe even get a few new subscribers and viewers. The idea is that I'll build several small alien saucers like this one with my channel information inside them. I'll then attach the UFOs to helium balloons and let them go. The wind will carry and blow it wherever it will until it crashes down, where hopefully someone will pick it up and look up the channel. I think this is a super cool idea because alien UFOs will literally be coming down from the sky. But more on that towards the end. For now, let's get started on how to build them. So to begin, I went down to the dollar store and picked up this foam board for about 50 cents. I guess the whole dollar thing is more of a suggestion. Now, although they call this a foam board, what it actually is a thin piece of foam sandwiched in between two pieces of paper. The paper both adds strength and durability to the board, but it also adds weight. And since we want this to be as lightweight as possible and it doesn't have to be all that strong, I'm going to go ahead and peel away the paper from both sides. I know that doesn't seem like it make a whole lot of difference, but without the paper, the board is over 50% lighter, which since we're attaching this to balloons, every little bit counts. Now, fair warning, it is a lot easier to pull away the paper from one of the sides than it is the other, but just go at it slow and patiently, and I'm sure you'll be fine. Let's do that in smaller segments next time. With the paper now peeled off, we're going to want to start sketching the design of our spacecraft onto the foam. We're first going to want to mark a 4-inch wide circle with a 1-inch wide circle in the very center of that. We could use a compass for this, but I'm just going to use this 4-inch wide can I have that I spray painted blue. Perfect. Now we're going to want to sketch a 2 by 6-inch rectangle, marking a straight and diagonal line every 3/4 of an inch inside the rectangle. And lastly, I'm going to take a piece of cardstock and mark out a rectangle that is 4 by 1.5 inches. Perfect. And with that, we can now take some scissors and a box cutter and begin to cut everything out. With all of our parts cut out, we can now begin to hot glue everything together. We're first going to want to take our cardstock strip, roll it into a circle, and then hot glue it into the center of our disc. Perfect. Looks nice and straight. Next, we're going to want to take our triangular fin pieces and glue 8 of them onto the top and bottom of the disc, making sure to place them even distances apart. Just like that. Now, as you can see, the sides and top of the fin stick out just a little bit too far, which is actually deliberate. This way, we can come through with a pair of scissors and make everything perfectly even. Wonderful. Now, although everything is now perfectly even, the sides of the foam are still a little rough from where we cut them out. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot we could have done to avoid this. But what I'm going to do to try to fix it is very gently run my soldering iron across the edges of the foam to try to smooth it out. That way, hopefully the soldering iron will melt down any high points and help fuse the sides together. That actually worked extremely well. The sides are now a lot smoother and they actually look a little weathered, which is to be expected when you're traveling across galaxies. And so with that, it is now finally time to give our UFO some spray paint. I'm going to be using gray spray paint with a hammered effect because it should make it look like real metal, but of course whatever color you want to use will be awesome. Of course not as awesome as this, but probably still awesome. With the main body of the space shuttle now painted, it's time to add on some finishing details. First, I'm going to take some of this clear packaging plastic I have and cut a circle out of it small enough to fit over the center hole. Drill a 3/16 hole into the center of it, then hot glue in place onto the bottom of the craft. And now I'm going to take one of my business cards. I actually don't know if you guys know I have business cards. I do. They're pretty awesome. Fold it up and insert it into the center fuselage of the UFO. This way, when someone finds the UFO, they'll find the card, which will lead them to the channel. Now here I have a little plastic alien I got from a quarter machine. So what I'm going to do is open up the container and hot glue the alien onto the inside of the clear capsule. Like this. Now we'll just drop the capsule onto the top of the UFO, hot gluing that in place as well, so that when the glue dries, we'll be left with something like this. Now, although this is starting to look pretty cool, it's missing one fundamental thing that every UFO should have, and that is lights. That's why I picked up the super tiny glow sticks made for fishing. Link in description. So once we get ready to launch the UFO, we'll just activate the glow stick and insert it into the bottom hole. Then cover the hole with a clear piece of scotch tape so the glow stick won't fall back out. This way, not only will the cockpit glow, but the bottom of the craft will glow as well, attracting attention from the ground. Now, if we wanted to, we could do some more decorating with stickers and markers, but I think I'm going to leave mine just as it is because I think it looks pretty cool. And so with that, we are now finally ready to launch them. I say them because I built 3 of them. Now, each ship weighs 11 grams, which since one latex helium balloon can only lift about 8 grams, that means we're going to need 2 balloons per ship. Which is probably for the best, because this way, if one of the balloons break, the other balloon can help the spaceship safely descend to the ground. I'll of course be using black latex balloons so that when we launch these at night, the only thing you'll be able to see are the spaceships themselves. So I'm going to get busy tying the balloons to the spacecraft, and as soon as I'm done, I'll meet you outside. And here we are in the backyard. As you can see, all the spaceships are ready to go. We just have to cut the cords. The glow sticks are already in them. It's just kind of hard to see since it's not too dark yet. And then to the left of them, as you can see, we have 4 balloons, each with their own individual business card and a glow stick ready to take off. I'm going to wait for it to get just a little bit darker, and then we can go ahead and send them off.
10 minutes later.
Okay, so to start off, let's go with the balloons that are single and ready to mingle. I apologize for that horrible joke. I'm going to try my best to cut them all off at the same time so they can all fly away together. That's pretty cool. Okay, now on to the UFOs. I'm going to send these off one at a time, and I'm going to try to give them a little bit of an extra shove so they don't get stuck in the trees. Okay, I'm not going to point any fingers, but one of these balloons weren't doing their job, so I added in another one, and now I think it's ready to go. And there they all go. Go forth and multiply! Not really sure what that means in this context. Multiply viewers. Now here comes the fun part. If you guys are watching this video because you found one of the UFOs, please comment down below and let me know. I would love to hear from you, and I would love to hear where you found it. But hey, thank you so much for you guys watching. I hope you did enjoy this video, and if you did, please feel free to hit the thumbs up and subscribe. And Lord willing, I'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching, and please feel free to subscribe.